So I'm Melody Rawlings. I am the director for the Center for Hybrid and Virtual Organizations at National University. Our center has been in existence for about 5 years and was originally created in response to the major shift to people working from home because of the pandemic. Hybrid seems to be what employers are now kind of, I guess, looking for or compromising. So we want to continue to serve our customers, or I should say our community, with offering resources as we have in the past, but now resources centered on both hybrid and virtual workplace or remote work. Our purpose is to just bring resources we are discovering along with others who are researching in this space, but we want to bridge the gap between research and practice. So that's our reason to be here. So I will say that we have built a community in Tradewing that not only includes our faculty, our staff, our alums, and our students, but also external folks. So it's a great platform for us to reach out to those folks and highlight what we're doing, our activities, such as the annual conference and the books and just other things. I would say too that we do have groups set up in Tradewing where students can join whatever the groups that they're interested in. So I do like the group features. It works well for us. We really use Tradewing as a platform to host events, to get messages out to our community that we have built. Our centers are both internal and external facing. So we are about partnering with folks in the community, such as on LinkedIn. Well, here's where I think Tradewing does a great job, because the first time we ever hosted this conference was when I was with the smaller university and they had a contract with CVent. And so it was just natural, and I didn't even know about Tradewing then. So it was just natural that we would use the one that's already contracted with the university. But we found while it was very robust, we also found it very confusing and not very user-friendly. So when we hosted, I think we did it twice with CVent, and when we would host speaker training, they would be very confused and they would be messaging me in the background while the training was going on saying, I'm not following this, I'm not understanding this, I'm confused. So while all those features were great, seemingly, it was almost too much. And that's one thing about Tradewing we like is it's the simplicity. It's easier to navigate. And you all keep adding features that we appreciate, especially like being able to just simple things like the Zoom, like when you all added Zoom as embedded, that we could use the Zoom, because most everyone's familiar with Zoom. So that made it really nice. And that's what we use just because everyone's so familiar with it. And then of course we could do our own recordings through Zoom and that. And then also the feature you just added at our request, thank you so much. And that was being able to go in and modify the descriptions for the sessions to use bold and use bullets and those kinds of things rather than just running all the text together. So we appreciated that real quick fix for us. But again, we just appreciate the simplicity. It meets our needs in a really good way, but it's not so simple that it can't do things that we need it to do. So I don't mean to infer that it's too simple, because it's not. It's just right. And I know that you all keep adding features, and that's great. Yes, it has gone up. Our community, we're right at, I think, just under maybe 1,000 or right at 1,000. And that's really good. I would like to see it, of course, continue to grow and to rise. But, using those or having those activities and those events also, of course, builds the community, because more and more people come to our events and it continues to grow. And as we continue to host at Tradewing, more and more people register. So, and that's a great thing. And I love the ability to ask people questions upon registration. For example, may we contact you after the virtual conference? And so they can answer, and most all the time they say yes. And so that helps build that community that we can reach out to make, for announcements or upcoming events, those kinds of things.